Good evening. It's a little after 6 p.m. here. I just wrapped up the workday, and this is like the first night that I've had to myself in a hot freaking minute. And I almost went to an event tonight too, but like, why? Sometimes I feel like I just go to things just to go, and there isn't really much intention behind it. If this is the only night that I'm gonna have to myself, why am I getting all dolled up, making myself get on a train to go to Manhattan, to drink a cocktail that I don't even want, to talk to people who I don't even know, to take an Instagram story and then go home? You know, elite snack combination, the lesser evil power curls. There's a special place in hell for people like me who don't take off the top on the hummus. Like, was that so hard? And the little sesame, this is the jammy tomato hummus. This is the best hummus around, like, period. I think when you do social media, it's very easy to like dictate your schedule based upon what would make good content. Like, okay, for instance, if I had gone to this Crocs event tonight, I could make it get ready with me for it and like make a whole video of like doing my makeup and talking to the camera. Then when I go, like, that could be Instagram content, and then of course I could be like vlogging it for YouTube. But like, your intuition never lies to you. Like, if I was having like a second thought about going to something, I don't want to go. Like, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. I also have the apartment to myself tonight, which is just, if you live with a partner, you understand, like, love him to bits, squeeze him, hold him, he's the best. But like, the second he leaves the house, I'm like, wow! I love my alone time, and it's so few and far between when you do live with a partner. It's like, it's very easy to become like a we, like, what are we doing after work? What are we eating for dinner? And it's just like, I really cherish the me. Jack's at the Dead & Co show tonight in City Field. I'm going with him tomorrow. He also went, he is off his fucking rocker. The amount of money that this man will spend on seeing the Grateful Dead in concert. He went to 2 shows in Saratoga last weekend. He's going to 2 shows in New York. And then in a few weeks, he's going to Seattle to go like RVing and see another 2 shows. Like, he's ill. I'm gonna go for a little walk before it gets too dark. I'm behind on all my podcasts, so I'm gonna try to listen to 2 podcast episodes. That'll be like an hour-and-a-half walk. That's like the perfect amount. Oh my god, it's so nice out. It feels so good, thank god. I was so stale in the house, but every time I walk around in the neighborhood, it's just like every other person is either walking a dog or holding or pushing a baby in a stroller. Like, dog, baby, and it's like a prereq to live in Greenpoint. Like, my days are numbered. If I don't pop out a kid or adopt a dog very soon, my landlord's gonna call. They're gonna uproot me out of my apartment. So cute. Fucking kidding me. I need a dog. Back, I have a wee bit of a haul. I was gone for like 2 hours. That was like a mega walk. I always end up going into the grocery stores and just kind of like wandering the halls, looking at food labels. I have no intentions of buying anything. I just find grocery stores really relaxing. It's like a really comforting activity for me. But I did buy a few things. I popped into this bodega. I'm such a sucker. I love a curry chicken salad with like chips. Like, that's a moment. So good. I'm probably gonna have that for dinner, honestly. And then I ended up at CVS. I don't have anything on my nails right now, which is rare for me. Like, I haven't not had acrylics in a really long time, but I'm shooting some sponsored content tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. It's not that I have to have my nails looking any which way, but I think it would look nice if I had them polished. So I got 2 kind of nude colors. This one's like a true nude from Sally Hansen. It almost reminds me of Ballet Slipper by Essie, and this one is by Sally Hansen too. I've been seeing these headbands been making a resurgence. Do you remember these? I have to try it on. So like the zigzag headband. Oh my, is this gonna get really caught in my hair? You take the pointy ends and you like push it. Oh! I feel like a Spice Girl. Wait, is this cute or heinous? It might be heinous. Okay, my hair is really dirty, so it's like giving lion right now. But like, if my hair was clean and I was done up, this might be a moment.
My king. That is because I am your king, not my own. I can't do this anymore. I won't. If you allow this marriage to go ahead, I will remove you from the throne.
Happy to report that these look like ass! Oh, absolutely not. This is why there are nail technicians. This is why we outsource. They looked better before, is the thing. Don't worry, you look amazing.
I do not.
I look no better. Wait, hold. You look like a thumb.
Baby Dino.
Congrats. Oh, you're trying to give us a good angle? Hey everyone. Okay, the show.
Wow. All we can say.
Wow.
Our faces were melted off of our heads.
By the music. No, it was really fun. Jack's little brother, he's in New York for the summer. He's in grad school at UCSB, so he literally just come home a few days earlier and met us at the show. So we had a really fun night with him. He slept at ours, and then we came out to the Hamptons the next morning. So that's where we are.
What was your favorite song at the show?
Ooh, I think Eyes of the World.
Ooh.
I know that's your fave, and I was like, Fire on the Mountain. I like the songs that I know. You know what I mean? It's hard, like, okay, all the Grateful Dead's music, they're like Dead & Co. It's like groovy, but it's not necessarily catchy. So it's kind of hard to memorize unless you're, like, I'm not listening to it all the time. So we're in West Hampton this weekend. We came in on like Friday afternoon, and now we're just gonna have a wholesome day. It's kind of, there's a music festival going on in West Hampton that like so many people are at, but it's like Kygo. You know that influencer Xandra, like who's friends with Alex Earl, who gets ready? She's a DJ, and she's DJing there. But
Palm Tree Music Festival.
Yes, but we're not going because
there's so many palm trees in West Hampton,
yeah, what the
New York.
fuck? And we're just gonna, business as usual. We're gonna go to the farmer's market. The farmer's market here is so unmatched. It's wholesome vibes. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go into town, get some coffee, meet up with his parents, and just do the day. Also, if you're between the ages of 21 to 23 and you're in West Hampton, New York for the summer, Henry doesn't know it yet, but I'm looking for a summer fling for him. So, DM me. Jack's mom told me I look like a little grandpa with my outfit. Like my grandpa shorts on, that's like this exposed boxer thing going on. I did a little shawl and my dad's shoes. Just found this necklace in my purse. I've legitimately been looking for this for I think 2 years. Were you with me when I got this in New Orleans? Yeah. I think I got this with you the first trip we ever took to New Orleans together.
Pops.
Yeah, well, TLDR, my dad's from New Orleans and we go to Mardi Gras every year. So it was the first Mardi Gras I ever brought Jack to, like right before the world ended, like right before COVID. It's from this vintage shop, and so what they do is they take like vintage Chanel, I mean it says Chanel, who the fuck knows if it's real, but they take these pendants and they just put them on random chains. But I'm so happy I found this. It's weird when you like rediscover something that you bought ages ago. Like I don't even know if this is my style anymore, you know? Like if I saw this now I probably wouldn't pick it up. Yeah, because I feel like I don't really go for like, I mean I like sparkly things, but I don't really go for like bedazzled jewelry anymore. We got some coffees in town. Jack got the draft latte.
Cologne oat milk draft latte
Can I try
on the
it?
house.
I don't trust. Should we do this? Okay. That is ice cream. There's a few stands that we know and love at the farmer's market here. There's one gluten and dairy-free bakery, but the man is like a bit of like a missionary religion man, where he like always hands out pamphlets about his religion, but he's so sweet. So like, who cares if he's trying to convert me, because I want that gluten-free dairy-free bread. Did some damn. There's this store Mint here that I always get something from. Last year I got like my hat of the summer. It was this bucket hat from Lack of Color. It's perfect. I wish I brought it this weekend.
Yeah, you fucked up.
I fucked up. But I got like the purse version of the hat. And you're gonna make fun of me because it's kind of similar. It's a little similar to the bag I'm wearing today, except it's a crossbody. Isn't it so cute?
She's going on a picnic.
Ah, I love it. It's so good.
It looks like a magician thing. You like pull some crazy shit out of there.
I love her. It's by this brand Hat Attack, and I figured, you know, I mean, like I needed like a summer crossbody, not like a leather crossbody, but just something I could throw on
for an emergency picnic.
Exactly. And there's this huge festival going on. It's actually in West Hampton, but we're gonna drive over to Southampton to his friend Jason's house, which is like, it's like 20 or 30. We're just gonna hang out with them for a little bit while they pregame. Pretty much all of Jack's friends are in a relationship except for Jason. And we're at Jason. I'm always trying to set him up with people, but we're at Jason's house. They just got this in Southampton. All of this could be yours. All of this could be yours if you would just date Jason. Oh, nothing. I'm just at my boyfriend's for the weekend. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Ours was in Baton Rouge, so it was like very religious. You want a picture?
Yeah, can you take a picture?
Yeah.
I was not expecting to be out all day like that. Like we went out for coffee, and then we went to the farmer's market, and we just like spent a little too much time in town that by the time we were done in town, it was time to go to Jason's. It's funny, for the longest time, like Jack was the only one in his friend group who had a house out here. It was the house for him and all of his friends, and like now Jason's house is the house. It's just like a switch up in the dynamic. I'm such a classic overthinker. Like when we were at that party, I was like thinking to myself like, oh, like am I holding him back? Like all of his friends are going to this music festival and he's not going because he's hanging out with me instead. And like I was asking him like, oh, like would you want to go to that festival? Like did you not go because we were hanging out? And he's like, no. Like you like forget that like everyone has their own free will. I don't know, I never want to be that person who's like holding my partner back from like being with their friends. Not that that would ever be an issue, and it's never been an issue, but I think I'm just like hyper aware of it. I'm breaking out pretty bad on my chin right now. Like I had 2 really big whiteheads, and I haven't had like big breakouts like this since starting Clear Stem, so it was kind of a shock. But like that really just goes to show how good the Kosas foundation is. I just mixed the Kosas foundation with the Say Glowy Super Gel. Bomb. I feel like the saying, if he wanted to, he would, got so overused on TikTok and like kind of lost its meaning. But like in the same way where like if he wanted to, he would like do something nice for you. Like if he wanted to, he would in the other way around, where it's like, okay, like if he wants to spend time with his friends, he's going to spend time with his friends. If he's spending time with you, he wants to be there. Like take someone for their word, take someone for their action. Just a young lad.
Just kidding.
Filming her makeup routine. It is what it is.
Sorry for.
No, don't be at all. I feel bad that you're showering downstairs, but I feel like you prefer it.
Yeah.
It's a better shower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Got this.
Thanks. Jack's brother is so sweet. Like, the support that his family has given me for my social media and like my endeavors is truly unmatched. Not that they had any reason not to be supportive, but they're really above and beyond. Like, every single time I see them, they always ask about like if I'm working with any fun brands or like how like my numbers are doing. Like, it's honestly more than my own parents. And like, even if they don't understand it directly, like they might not understand. You heading?
You like the lighting?
It's amazing lighting. Oh, you look great. Yeah, you want to come say hi to the girls? Oh, who's on? I'm here with Nancy. This is for you too. Hi. Hi. She's
Ooh,
going
how do
out.
I look?
You look great.
Have a nice night.
You too. I love when I find him watching Sex and the City. My work here is done. This little please my nips, but this white tank that I have from H&M, these jeans from Princess Polly. I actually have them in 2 sizes because I have one that I like to wear oversized, these are them, and then one that just like fit a little bit more snug. And then I just got these shoes from Princess Polly too, these perfect little blocks. They're actually a little heavy, but they are comfortable.
Didn't get her stick for her.
Katie, we're pals.
Olive dropped her stick.
Oh crap. Okay, just got back from dinner. That was so nice. Henry's only a few years younger than us. He's 23, and we were just talking about his time in grad school at San Diego, and it was like really cool that he like actually values our advice. You know how like when people come to you for advice, they're not actually asking you for advice, like they just want to talk things through. Like, he actually wanted to hear our thoughts, which was like really sweet and really cool that he like values what we think. And it also like, it goes both ways. Like, me and Jack never went to grad school, so it was really cool to like hear about his experience. Like, I really couldn't imagine going to more schooling. Like, I felt so burnt out by the end of college, and like I really admire his zest for learning. And he's studying sustainability and genuinely like so energized and like interested in what he's learning. I like can't relate. Like, I went to Indiana and like genuinely college was a joke to me. Like, I never took anything seriously. Not that I necessarily needed to with my major. Like, I feel like I got what I needed and I got out, and like everything that I've really learned about my career, I've learned by doing. But with sustainability, there's so much science to it where there really is so much to know, and it's so cool that he's like pursuing something that he's passionate about and like goes to class every day, not because he has to, because he wants to. And I never had brothers growing up. Like, I grew up with a sister, and I always viewed like my friends' brothers as so one-dimensional, but it's been so cool like to get to know him in a real way where he like is so multifaceted and like has real emotions and like is a real human. Like, I feel such a switch with him where like we're not cramping his style, and he's like not annoyed by like our questions, where like we're engaging in like really honest conversation. It's like almost like we're all friends, which is so cool. Like, it's so cool to get to that point with siblings. I'm still waiting to get to that point with my sister. I think that's what makes me so excited like to be connecting with Henry's, because I've never had like a really super close sibling relationship. And me and my sister have a lot in common. She's a few years older than me. If I'm 27, oh my god, I'm 27. She's 30. But as long as I've known growing up, like, she's always had a lot of mental health stuff. And like, if you grew up with a sibling who was dealing with a lot, there's kind of that pressure on you like to not have anything wrong, like to be the perfect child, because you don't want to add like any more chaos to like an already chaotic situation. And I think I resented her a lot for that, and she resented me a lot because like from the outside looking in, like it looked like everything came so easy to me and like that was so unfair. It's hard. Siblings are hard. I think it's also especially hard when you're the same gender as your sibling, because you're constantly compared to them. Oh my god, I'm so grateful that I don't have a twin. My god. Yeah, like a lot of that resentment has definitely carried into adulthood. I don't think us being like friends is off the table. I think that's a lot more common than we think. I think just people on social media are really loud and proud when they're close with their siblings, or honestly maybe even faking it. Like, I feel like the built-in best friend verbiage is such a buzzword, and like I feel like people use it so often. I've always looked at people like that and been like, dang, like I don't have that. I'm never gonna have that. And you never say never, but like I never have had that. I mean, chosen family 100%. My best friends are everything to me, and like they're my sisters too. And like I love her, don't get me wrong. It's just like, you know, I was like kind of looking at like Jack and Henry tonight and like how much they had in common and how much fun we're all having. And I was like, ugh, like I'm a little jealous. But also like at this phase, like I'm so embedded in their family, and like, let's be so for real. We know, okay? So like they are family to me too. But it's not official until it's official, okay?
Live. Alright, folks. Bam, bam, jam. Headed for a beach walk.